Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to draw a dog nose. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe channel. Alright, let's get started. So when I draw my dog noses, I like to outline the shape of the nostrils first. I like to get that shape in so that I know the direction of the nose and I know how deep the shadows are going to be within the nostrils as well. I also like to do the center line and the outer edges, so that way I have a clear shape of the nose when I'm ready to begin all the inside coloring. I fade the darker edges using a dark color because I don't want the shapes to be too harsh. So I want the light to fade into it. I do this with a dark pink or a dark brown, and whatever colors that your nose is made up of. I then like to add the lighter color to show where the highlight is. We need to show this so that we have a clear definition of where the direction is and the shape of the nose. And I add a lighter peach color so that we're adding uniqueness to the nose. And then I start blocking in the colors that I'm going to use. With Pastelmat, because it can take many layers, don't be afraid if things are not fully accurate at this stage, because there are going to be plenty of layers over the top to change colors, values, and saturation. I like to build up the layers really lightly, and that also is because so we can get so many more extra layers. So that's why when you see when I add a layer, you can still see the paper through it. I like to work section by section when I draw, as you can see, and so it just really helps me unify it by working in different areas. And I like to go back and forth on colors and add darker pinks and purples, as well as also some tans, as you can see, and some peaches. Detailing it is really important, making sure that those creases are dark enough. You know, if you don't have enough value range, then your drawing is going to look really flat, so I really like to push it. And you really want to lay multiple colors over one another so that you really have a unique colors within your nose, because every nose is different. All right, and on to the details. So when I start drawing the texture, I like to use a darker pencil so that way I know the shadow areas of the texture. Dog noses, the texture is somewhat like lizard scales. And when I like to do dog noses, I don't want it to be exact, so I like to imply this texture. The reason I don't like to be too exact is because I don't want it to be the focal point of my drawing. You also need to lay the darker texture and also the light areas from where the light hits the raised areas. So it's important to do that to add variation to your texture. And also use some of the colors that you're using in your shadowy areas into your highlighted areas as well, so that you bring them together and make them merge so they look as one instead of separate areas. Make sure that you keep adding to your lights. You really want to push those lights and those darks to make it really stand out and make it really pop, you know. And you're also, you know, while you're doing your shadows, you want to put some of those darker shadows within that texture as well to really pull them back. And then I only save the brightest white where I'm pressing down rather hard for the very end, for when I'm really adding that highlighted spot. Something else that's really important is that dogs' noses often have marks on them, whether they're just little colored spots. So you really want to include those because it really adds a uniqueness to each dog nose. Another thing that you also want to add is pull in some different colors from your shadowy areas into your highlight areas, just to show that there is uniqueness in the texture of the highlighted area, so it's not all uniform. The more variation you add, the more interesting your dog nose will be. Alright, thanks for watching my video. I really hoped this helped you in your next dog nose. Don't forget that if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful week, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Stay tuned for that. Alright, bye guys!